back with another episode of Coffee with April. We're going to continue our kind of brew guide concept here. Brewing up some Aeropress. Aeropress I think is still a slightly controversial brew method. Some people hate it, some people love it. We here at April actually love it. We think it gets better and better and better, and there's so much interesting things you can do with it. We have a lot of national Aeropress competitions coming up now this year, with the World Championships being in Sydney, so all of you should compete. On this everyday competition is probably the most kind of easy entry-level competition you can do. There's no excuses, just do it. So this is how we currently brew the Aeropress. Coffee, ground as coarse as possible on EK43. If you have a home grinder, just push it as coarse as possible there as well. We're dosing that 30 grams of coffee. And again, we're going to leave all the notes down here in the comment section if there's something you missed or you want to kind of backtrack and see if you got the numbers correctly. But 30 grams of really coarse ground coffee. Aeropress, water, we talked about it before as well, it's about 100 ppm. It has enough minerals to actually extract the coffee properly. We don't like minerals or water that is too low in minerals. This sits at 82 degrees Celsius. So starting by dosing the coffee in the Aeropress. Now, we're going to make an extraction, which is a way of brewing that we believe is probably the best when it comes to Aeropress. So extraction, and more specifically, we're actually making a concentrate. So what we're going to do is that within the first 10 seconds here, we're going to be pouring 120 grams of water. I'm going to take the spoon for the remaining 10 seconds. And we're going to make sure to agitate the coffee properly. Now you want to make sure no coffee actually sticks in the bottom of the Aeropress when you flip it, which we're going to do now. Just give it a quick spin. And you can see pretty clearly here that we have no coffee actually stuck around the edges here. And again, this is just to make the extraction more uniform. So this is going to steep for 1 minute. At 1 minute, we're slowly going to press down. And we're actually going to press all the way down, which is something there's always been a discussion when it comes to Aeropresses whether you should do that or not. I think the answer in this case is that we're grinding so coarse, so the liquid that comes out is actually very, very clean anyway. But because of the coarse grind size, you can press very, very slow, right? There's almost no resistance. You want to press, you start to press at 1 minute, and you want to press all the way down to 1 minute and 20 seconds. And again, we're going to press all the way down. So after that is done, we remove the Aeropress. And now we're going to add an additional 100 grams of water to this brew. And that's about it. It's actually very, very simple. So the focus here is to get a liquid that is very clean, very sweet, and very flavor intense, right? What we're doing is that we're playing around with different degrees of dilutions after we made the concentrate. What I can say as well is that depending on what coffee you're working with, it can be good to either bring the temperature up or the temperature down. So if you have, for example, a heavier roasted coffee, then I will take the temperature down to keep the cleanliness higher and the acidity a bit more vibrant as well. Whereas if you work with a very, very light roasted coffee, it can be good to actually take the temperature up a bit, right? Naturally, if you like coffee stronger or weaker, you can always play around with the amount of water you dilute the coffee with afterwards. But again, the key thing here, as with everything on April, is clean, sweet, balanced, and transparent. You want to be able to taste that coffee really properly in the cup. As always, we're going to write down a few comments down here. If you have comments, please let us know. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to compete in the Aeropress competitions.